This Side of Jersey podcast, the number one podcast in the world, is brought to you by Sleeves Inc. Antoine Dickerson and his business partners provide a customized product to organizations that you cannot find anywhere else. They design athletic sleeves to accent teams' uniforms for high school, college, and professional sports. A one-of-one product that's exclusive for each particular team. They offer arm sleeves, headbands, gladiator masks, wristbands, mouthpieces, and socks. And they are still also in the process of expanding their catalog. Visit Sleeves Inc. on Instagram, that's SLEEVEZINC on Instagram, and DM your order to get a 3 to 5 business day shipping deal on your order. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to This Side of Jersey podcast.
It's the gang.
It is that time of the week. We have a very, very special guest today, a man of many talents. But before we get into that, let's introduce our cast, right? Our staff. I'm Ugly Steven.
It's your boy, I Robinson 03 _ all platforms.
And this is your boy, G.
Indeed. We got Korean Tay _ behind the camera. Listen, man, we're very excited about this episode.
Facts.
We got a man of many talents, many achievements.
The guy.
Right? But before we get into that, we're going to run our layup lines, per usual.
Yes, sir. You already know this,
right. Get the shoulders loose. Get everybody, all the creative juices flowing. You know what I mean?
All right, let's get it.
All right. Big spoon or little spoon?
Big spoon.
Fridays or Applebee's?
Applebee's.
AI or Kobe?
AI.
Handgun or rifle?
Rifle.
Summer beach night or winter night in a cabin?
Summer beach night.
Arrive late or leave early?
Arrive late.
Kendrick or daylight?
Kendrick, bro.
Shower in the morning or at night?
At night.
Jordan 1s or Jordan 3s?
The ones.
Wow, very well done.
I like that Kendrick and daylight.
Yes, sir. Wow.
I was like, yo, Steve, you gotta check out this nigga Daylight, bro.
Yeah, man. We gotta talk about him, cause
bro.
Yeah. But anyway, wow, that was impressive.
Yeah, that was good.
It was fitting too that he didn't get a shot clock violation, right? Where's the dude? You gotta label these. Listen, man. It's a special day, man. We have the gentleman beside me, man. We go way back, obviously, beyond the titles on the list, but he is an entrepreneur.
Facts.
He is a current Army sniper.
That's big facts.
He's third all-time scorer at Catholic University of America with 2,122 points.
Damn, that boy a bucket.
He's an athletic trainer at Beyond Limitation.
Big fact.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jay Howard is here.
It's the gang. It's the
Jay
gang.
Howard is here.
It's good, man.
Jay, what's good, bro?
Appreciate you.
Chilling, bro.
Coming
Appreciate
through,
y'all having me on, bro.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for coming out, man. Appreciate your time, bro. Thank you.
You already, Bees.
Yes,
you
sir.
already.
How you feeling, bro? I know you've been active.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely been active. How you feeling?
Bro, chilling, bro.
Good, man. It's
Just
good.
trying to live.
Good to be home, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely happy, yeah. So,
Facts.
let's chat, man. Because we all know you in this room personally.
Word.
You know what I mean? But there are people who do not know you personally, right? And they're getting to know you today. So, where are you from? Let's start there. Where are you from?
Pennsauken, New Jersey. Born and raised, bro.
Pennsauken, New Jersey.
Let's
I love
go.
it.
Yeah,
I love it.
Make sure y'all
I love
hear
it.
how you said that very proudly.
Yes.
bro.
Stop
Yeah.
fucking
Sorry.
saying Camden. You're not from fucking Camden. You're from Pennsauken. I hate that
And
shit.
that's okay.
Yes.
What?
That is okay.
Thank you for
Sorry,
saying
man.
that. Golly.
Already.
All right. So let's take it back. Let's start at the beginning of the timeline. Let's take it all the way back. Do you want to describe how you met us in this room? How you met me, Bees, Ivan?
So yeah, I feel like we always known each other. We grew up same schools and shit like that. Ivan, he been my man for a minute from basketball, bro. Right. Basketball days since I can remember. Same with Steve. Tay, I met in high school and shit. But I think we definitely played each other in middle school.
Yeah, bro.
Like
this
eighth
boy,
grade.
oh man, we gotta get into that.
Yeah.
We had to run the next day. He took the L, but bro he dropped some baskets on us.
Yeah.
Big baskets. I'm talking
Tay
like
was a goal in middle school, bro.
50-point, bro. He been the same size. He was 6'1" in middle school.
Yeah, bro.
Shit was crazy. He
was
a 6'1" guard. Shit was crazy.
Indeed,
bro. And then Bees, we definitely like knew each other and shit, but I feel like we didn't really start getting into a relationship till later in our life, to like college and shit like that.
Word.
But B's been a big inspiration for me, bro. He always keep holding it down for me, keeping me straight in the military and shit. So appreciate you, bro.
Shout out that boy Bees, man. What's up? That's a real one right there. That's a real one right there for sure.
I got you.
Yeah.
So all right, so we met, man. So you said we played basketball, man. I believe PY was the initial league.
Right.
Right.
And I feel like you guys got into competitive play fairly, or when I say competitive, I mean like travel, like AAU, right?
Word,
so like you guys got into that like a little, like pretty soon, right? So like, what was that like? Because POI was like fun.
Yeah.
You know, super fun. You play with your friends, talk shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? All that jazz, right?
I have to go to the school,
right. But now you're at a young age, you're getting decent exposure to like out of state talent or out of city talent. Like what was that kind of like?
So yeah, bro. That's funny you bring it up because like the kids I train now, I see that they don't really get that same competitive, like they don't play against the same type caliber of players that we played against from like early age, bro. And it is like it's hurting them now. Like the kids in high school, kids in 6th grade is just hurting them. Like from when I was little, they had me playing like my stepdad and my mom. They had me playing up like. I was younger than everybody else, and I was playing with older kids, so that definitely helped me in my whole life, bro, my whole career at basketball. So, kids, I would definitely say like for parents, like get your kids, like it's no shame of playing up. I wasn't, bro. When I was playing up, I wasn't doing nothing. Like I barely got in. I was scoring probably like a layup. That's it.
Yeah.
Like, but you grow as a player, and it helps you. Not just with basketball, but just with life in general. Like being around the older group, you mature easier, and quicker. So I think that's definitely like an important aspect. And getting those kids like in AAU early, and have them travel, get them used to that, because that's like a big part of an adjustment going to like high school and college. More so with college, because you're gonna be staying at hotels and shit like that. So you gotta get used to that, like traveling, being by yourself,
lifestyle.
Yeah, like making sure that adjustment is as smooth as possible, because that's the main thing. Like, bro, sports is like 90% mental, bro. Like 90% mental, bro. That's like a mental part of it.
So when would you say then? So you say it's mental, and you probably obviously learned that at a young age from traveling, right?
Facts.
But when would you say your love of basketball began? Like the love that like you really wanted to compete. You were always looking up to the next level. So like from PY, you were looking up to AAU. From AAU, you were looking up to high school. You know what I mean? Like when did that love start? Where you were like,
yeah, it probably started. I mean, it did probably start early. I could say I probably like really started loving that joint at like when I was like probably 1st grade.
Oh wow,
yeah,
okay.
Like 2nd grade. Like that shit was just. It was kind of ingrained in me, bro.
Right.
Yeah.
It was all we knew. You going to hoop every day, get up. That's all you was excited for. You know what I mean? Talking about the AAU portion, I just remember being excited for tournaments, whether I was going by myself with y'all or I was traveling with y'all. Like the whole journey was exciting. Just going back to what he was saying, like, I mean, that exposure you get from playing other people across the world, like, you know what I mean? You just learn so much more about the game, whether, you know what I mean, just seeing how these kids are coached compared to us, or seeing how these kids play compared to us, all that, you know what I mean? It's just good for the kids. So,
Facts, bro.
For sure.
Facts.
So even you talk about, bro, I mean, we had the whole AAU, but even prior to that, like PY, you know what I mean, we went to we went to intermediate, then to Pfeiffer. We had the grade square where we were still in public school. Talk a little bit about the transition and you going from public to private in high school. Just talk a little bit about that. Was a lot your decision, mom, dad's?
So public. I was in public school up until 9th grade. Then I decided to go to Paul 6, make the transition to go public to private, and it was definitely a change, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I would say one, like the type of people, like the demographics is way different.
Right.
Like you got these black kids all in public schools. They're not really exposed to like the world or anything,
right.
bro. We like stuck in a box type shit. So like once we get to private, it's like a whole nother world. Like I ain't never seen like white people like that, bro, until I got to Paul 6, bro.
Mm-hmm.
So like so like real shit, it was just a whole different like world, a whole different like universe that I wasn't never exposed to. I would say it was more so my mom making the decision. I didn't really have the decision in it. Like
she said, "This is what's going to happen."
Yeah,
this is where
like, and I wasn't really like, I wasn't trying to like disapprove her decision or anything, but yeah, it was just collaboration between everybody. That was like the best setup for basketball, and they thought it was the best setup for me after basketball.
Just moving forward, right? And even so, like, you talk about. Did they give you an option of like what private school, or was it kind of like Paul 6 is what we think and that's where you're gonna go?
So yeah, it was an option, but like obviously financial plays a part in that.
Right.
But I did have like an option between a few schools, but ultimately Paul 6 was like the best decision, bro.
Right.
Yeah. So I got a question. So with you going to Paul 6, like, can you kind of elaborate and explain on like your first day going there? You feel me? Like your first basketball game there. Like, what was your first year as like a freshman in Paul 6 compared to the rest of the period?
Yeah, bro. So going to PBI, bro. You said the first game specifically, and like first everything basically.
Yeah. What was like the first experience?
Yeah. So it was for school, it was kind of nerve wracking because one, we had to wear like uniforms, which I wasn't. Well, we did wear uniforms.
Yeah, even that. Yeah, it was the fact that you had to throw the tie.
The tie and the blazer,
like,
and
them nut ass boots and shoes. Like it was just a whole bunch of shit that just made you feel like they just want you to be all in uniform. Yeah, we gonna slide past that,
bro. Whole yeah, we'll talk. We should come back to that later because it's more of a like that's deep. That's like deeper than what it actually is. I get. But yeah, bro, it was just like it was a whole new experience, bro. Like, I feel like if we didn't have the like the tightness of like the basketball team kind of sticking with each other, because we did everything together. We like ate lunch together. We sat wherever we was. We like when we had to go to mass, we sat together. We was the only boys not getting up in the Catholic church. Like we did everything
y'all weren't
together.
Getting up.
Nah.
For like the prayer or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, because bro, they get up like 10 times, bro. Like it's a lot.
I heard that they do that. I heard that.
It's a lot.
Stand up okay.
So
you gonna get in trouble for that?
Nah, because it's also like they take it as like, okay, well, they know a lot of kids might not be Catholic. A lot of kids might just be here for a better education or
wow.
Okay,
Okay,
and it's better for them. So they don't hold that against you. Even in, like they'll tell you if you're not Catholic, you don't want to receive the communion, just walk in line and then go out.
Wow. Okay, that's pretty progressive.
Yeah,
Good for them.
I mean,
I thought they were like slapping over rulers and shit. I'm dead serious. I thought you were like you were fucking ordained or whatever, baptized, whatever the fuck.
Nah,
you were that.
They were for the most part they was chill about it.
Bro thought we was in camp.
I just assumed like it was extreme. Like I don't know why I thought that.
No, but like the basketball part, bro. When I was a freshman, I played JV and varsity, and I remember the first game for both was at Triton, and bro, I just remember being nervous, bro. I don't know if y'all noticed, but I do get bad like anxiety before games, bro.
I mean, I think we all do.
Really?
Yeah, I get bad anxiety. Like even in college, like I used to like it takes me, and that's kind of like my stepdad. Y'all know my stepdad. He be like, snapping like,
shout out Dean. Shout out Dean.
Facts.
Shout out Dean.
Shout out Dean.
That man
for sure.
Facts.
Man of a lot of wisdom. That's all I tell you.
Yeah, man.
Like he be like, yo, like why don't you start off faster? Like you got so many more points. Like why don't you, bro? Because it's really, I think it was my anxiety. Like I used to get nervous before games, bro.
Wow.
No matter who was playing, bro.
Yeah.
You know why? You know why that's shocking to me?
Why?
Because you have such a poised game.
Yeah.
Like you're not like a flustered, fast, all over the place. Like you're very like, like calm and calculated. Yeah, you feel me? So like, that's crazy.
Yeah, it's weird, bro. It was weird. I never like conquered it. I was always. He used to tell me like meditate and all that, but I was just a young boy.
We in college, bro.
Yeah, like
meditate in college.
We gonna smoke this back. That's about as meditation we gonna get.
Bro. Like. So yeah, I just remember being super nervous, bro. I actually did get in. I think we won the JV game, but I actually did get in varsity, and I hit like I think I hit a 3 or something, and that was about it. Then I was like, I ran up. I thought we were pressing. I didn't know what to do, so then I ran back. I was like, oh shit, I ain't know what the fuck. Then I'm like, bro, get him out. Get him out.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, bro. And anxiety a real thing before games, bro.
Right.
Did you get a stack at Catholic? I mean, at PVI?
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Did you?
Yeah, I was like 1,300 something.
Ah, fine.
Or 1,200.
What do you have to average
I think
to get
12, 60 something.
Yeah.
I was just there the other day, bro.
Fact.
Maybe all the kids.
Right.
Jay, you play with Jay and Matt Reese? Yes, man, I did.
What's it called?
It's not, it's shockingly, bro, it's not, you just got to play every game of every
year.
Yeah, every year, and I think just average like 10.
You cool.
No
Yeah.
way.
Yeah.
A lot of people get that late start because they don't play varsity though.
Yeah.
But if you able to play
Oh,
varsity,
But you
that
gotta
makes
play
sense.
every
Okay,
year.
that makes sense. Okay.
Like as a freshman
Yeah.
to average 10, yeah.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
So,
I'm not gonna lie, bro. In my head, you were a 30-point scorer since freshman year. In my head, that's just how I saw it, bro. Like,
God.
Yeah.
Word.
I mean, you probably obviously did because you clearly surpassed it, like
Right.
by far. You know what I mean? But like, I just assumed, I just thought you was like a monster who just
But he was though.
27
That's
to
the
10 every game.
Yeah, he was like that.
Yo, what's
So
gonna
can
be?
you give us some insight? So can you give us some insight on your most memorable game that like you ever had in high school, and then the worst game that you ever had in high school?
Yeah, I think the most memorable one would be, let me think. It's a bro. Well, I can answer the worst one. I can answer the worst one.
Oh, that one.
I know the worst. Bro, the worst one was when we played Houston.
I knew you was gonna say
And I
that.
missed the layup, bro.
Bro, but you didn't even
my-
play bad that game. You just missed
The
the
layup,
at
the
end.
game
That's
winner.
it. You didn't
It
play-
was
Oh,
on
you missed
was
the game winning layup.
bro smooth
Bro,
like
it was one of
old
the
man.
cleanest layup Jay ever had.
Yeah.
Wow.
It
Was it
So-
like a fast break layup?
Nah, so it was off of inbound. We had this like stack formation, and I was in the back. And then the worst part was like we drew up. Coach Devlin drew up the play before that, and I was like, bro, give me the ball, bro, give me the ball. I got it,
Okay,
bro.
okay. What
So I'm
year?
like-
What year are you right now?
I was a junior.
Okay, all right. So
Yeah.
the confidence is there.
So,
okay,
right.
yeah.
So I was. It was like a 4-man stack at like the left elbow-ish to 3-point line, and I was the last man, and I just curled off everybody, and he dined it, and I like just went up, and I thought I was playing Flo. Shout out Flo, my boy Flo da Silva. He went up with 2 hands, but he didn't. He like because I like leaned into him, and he kind of like pulled the chair on me. Like he act like he was going to make contact, and like didn't. And I just like completely missed it on the other side, bro.
Wow.
Yeah,
and y'all lost the game.
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
Wow.
Bro was hot though.
Bro,
We didn't even play
I was
bad though. It was just
drunk,
a
bro.
It's cool.
Wow.
It's cool. Listen, we all
I think the most memorable game would be that game we played against one of the Windsors or something
West
like that.
Windsor.
I think you hit the game winning floater. I think that was my career high.
Oh yeah. West Win. I think it was West Windsor.
Yeah, that was a pretty good.
West
like,
Windsor? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
That's right here.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah.
It's in Central. Yeah. So yeah,
Y'all was cracking them niggas. Give it to me.
bro, it was a
Nah,
good
it
ass
came
game.
down,
Yeah,
yeah,
it was a good ass game.
yeah.
It was high scoring, and I think
Right.
you hit the game winning floater,
I had
right?
a fucking floater from the 3-point line.
Yeah.
Shit was ridiculous.
Hit the
bro.
game winning floater.
That bitch went in. What the fuck
Yeah,
you talking about? nigga?
That shit was ridiculous. Bro.
That's game, nigga. You said that was your career high. What was your career high? in high school?
It was like 30 something.
Okay,
I can't remember exactly, but
that's a lot in high school.
Yeah,
that's
I had like 30 something.
That's crazy you say that though. Out of all the games we played, we played Carl Towns and
facts.
Miles Powell. Like, you done played a lot of people.
God, I played Miles Powell in high school, bro. And he was like fatter.
Yeah,
bro.
Still a basket.
He still had the shot.
Launching that joint from half court.
Bro,
facts.
Him and Eli came on the same team.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Eli. Yeah.
And our biggest player was fucking Isaiah, who was like 6'1".
Yeah.
Right. And their fucking point guard is 6'8".
Yeah.
Bro, it was bad, bro. We lost by like 50.
Word.
Yeah, it was
God damn.
It was pretty bad. Yeah. I mean, looking at how their careers panned out, I say that with pride.
But yeah, Carl. Yeah, we did play Carl twice too in that joint. Well, we played him actually 3 times. Sophomore, junior, and my senior year. And we lost all 3 in a non-public championship to Carl Town.
Breakout, boy. 0 for
3 times in a row?
3 times in a row, bro.
I mean, but like, you can say that, though, because that's Carl Towns now.
Facts.
Corny as shit. We almost had him, too.
Yeah.
So would you say that was your most memorable
yeah, now that I think about it.
Who were some of your, let's talk about this.
Mm-hmm.
Give me 3 of your favorite matchups or like this competition that you played in high school.
Okay.
I'm assuming Carl Towns is on that
Yeah,
list.
Carl Towns, Isaiah Briscoe, and
oh my God, who had to guard him? You?
No, I wasn't there.
It wasn't.
So you had to guard him?
He wasn't there. It was probably sophomore year, right?
No. So it was AU. It wasn't actual high school.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm about to say Jesus.
No. Wait, did you mean actual Paul 6 or?
Well, just in high school, period.
Just thinking high school, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, Carl, Isaiah Briscoe, and probably Malachi, bro. We played him in the summer league. Yeah. I think we played him at East Wednesday or something like that.
We did.
Yeah.
Malachi was a basket.
What's his full name? Malachi, is that Richardson?
Yeah. Malachi Richardson, yep.
He was a basket in high school. He was another dude.
Oh, it's a school name, Malachi? I thought that was the bull y'all was talking about.
No, Malachi Richardson is his name. That's a guy's name. Yeah.
He went to Q's, right?
Yeah, I think he was on the Kings for a little bit. But they said his work ethic was bad.
I can believe it. He looked like one of them kids who was just pretty gifted.
Facts.
He could shoot the ball. And he was super like tall.
He was like a guard, right? Wasn't he like tall, but he was like a guard?
Yeah. Tall as shit, guard.
This Side of Jersey podcast, the #1 podcast in the world, is brought to you by It's a Mighty Thing Incorporated. Have you been eager to learn how to defend yourself? Do you want to get in shape? Have you been looking to learn from the best? Or just eager to try something different? From a hometown Philadelphia kid to a rising star to now pro boxing Hall of Famer, come down to Ivan Robinson's Kingdom Boxing Gym and Fitness, located at 4434 Griscom Avenue, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and get lessons from a legend. The magic is in the work, and the work is what breeds champions and legends like your very own former IBF and USBA lightweight champion, Ivan Robinson. Different classes and options are available. To find out more, visit kingdomphilly.com or contact 215-839-1400. That's 215-839-1400. The gym is open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., and Saturday and Sunday, 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. That's kingdomphilly.com to find out more.
Believable. Yeah. So, I mean, we talk. All right, so we close out high school, right? Talk a little bit about your basketball journey in college.
Okay. Yeah, bro. So I went to Catholic. It was wild. I committed there like it was probably like June going into the next year, bro. Niggas started college. Niggas started the school year in August. I ain't know where the fuck I was going, bro. I don't know where the fuck I was going, bro.
So talk about that a little bit. Just talk about that like briefly. Like, what were the other schools? Why were? I mean, so even the decision. Talk a little bit about that.
Bro, that shit was wild. So I had the Naval Academy, which y'all know of. That's where I was gonna go first, and my SAT scores weren't high enough though. So that kind of, and I took the SATs late. I took them like December of my senior year. Okay. So I got the scores back like January-ish, and then the coach was like still not high enough. Like I think I took them twice or some shit. So then that kind of fell through, and this is like late senior year basketball, so I wasn't really looking for schools. We were just hooping. So then after the season, like March, May, I took like mad what do they call it now? When you take mad fucking trips to visits, like visits to U Sciences, Lemoyne, which is near Syracuse, Claflin, which is a HBCU in South Carolina. Those were like the main three that I was visiting afterwards. Okay. And then Catholic, they came to my North-South, that All-Star game at Ryder.
Right.
Coach Childs came there, and he like talked to me, and I'm just like, wait, Catholic? Wait, bro, you D3? I ain't fucking going there, bro. Yeah, bro. Like you know the young boy, like shit. So I'm like, bro, I ain't going there. So I like put it. I ain't even text. Like he used to text me, check up on me and shit. I was just like, fuck it, bro. So then
this is the Catholic coach.
Yeah, this is the Catholic coach. Yeah, this is my coach that was D for 4 years. So I take a visit to all three of the schools I mentioned, and I just wasn't feeling it, bro. Like I wasn't. Like the one I was hurt at because I was fucking around playing football with Lonnie. And I pulled my hamstring trying to chase this nigga, bro.
He fast as shit too.
Bro, fast as I'm guarding this nigga 1-on-1, trying. He just run right by me. I'm trying. I ain't stretching nothing. Pull my
strong
shit.
as hell, Jay cornerback. Like I'm ready to lock him up.
Pull my shit. So that was right before the Lemoyne. They wanted me to play with the team. Yeah. And I was like, I can't.
He's like, nah, I'm good.
So the coach was like, he called me like the week after and was like, yo, we gave a scholarship to like, we needed like a pure shooter. And like, you don't really fit that profile. Yeah, it's an ugly business, bro.
Yeah.
Indeed. So I was like, all right, fuck it. Bro, summer is still no commitment. Actually, it was when we down in the shore. I was with Jair. I don't know if y'all was there or not. I think it was Jair and somebody else, but we were down the shore in Wildwood. It was like June, or it might have been like Memorial Day weekend, like May, end of May, June, and that's when I committed. Like that weekend. Okay. Yeah.
Wait, is this the same school that told you they needed a shooter?
No, that was Lemoyne.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was Lemoyne. They had one scholarship left, and they was like, fuck it. U Sciences had a half a scholarship left. And that was like the coach, he was fucking with me, but he was like, that's all I can offer you. And I was just like,
that's slow.
And then I ain't trying to be a doctor. I don't know what the fuck they got going on over there. So. Shout out Flo though. That's where you went though.
Bro, that's hilarious to say that. I don't know what the fuck they got going on over there.
They said it's a bunch, like you gotta have your grades right. Like that school is smart as shit.
I'm not gonna lie. When you said U Sciences and you said the Naval Academy and your thing was too low, I'm pretty sure U Sciences like you gotta be fucking super smart to get into.
Facts.
But ain't it crazy how SAT scores barely even matter anymore?
Bro,
shit like that, it's ridiculous.
Bro, it's
really ridiculous.
Fact.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, to be graded off. Yeah. You talk about it.
Word. So yeah, I mean, then you get to college, you at Catholic, you ultimately become the all-time landmark scorer there.
Right.
I mean, talk about that. Did you?
Yeah. So yeah, when I went to Catholic freshman year, Coach Howell was actually he's not coaching there anymore, but he had this thing where he recruited like 30 heads, bro. Yikes. Like 30 people.
Wow.
Yeah, and basically he had like a whole tryout, like who won't be on the team. Like he told everybody the same thing, like, yo, you playing, like we got a spot for you. But we get there. Yeah, we get there and it's like 30 other people.
Brody said, I'm gonna pick the best of the best.
Yo, I can't fuck with that though.
Yo, right? We was like, yo.
Not bad coaching strategy.
So he cut.
Like Squid Game.
Yeah, he cut like a whole lot of people. Like people was in their feelings, like transferred.
Right on spot, he cut them?
Nah, like during they probably had like 3 practices, and then he was pulling people in the office, bro. Yeah, he was doing that shit like, bro, it was like the NFL.
Damn,
like,
I don't even want to laugh. That's crazy. Like, you telling people to come to school, I got a spot for you, all that. Then we get through 3 days of tryouts, and he like, bro, you gotta go, cuz.
Remember that life-changing scholarship we talked about?
Right.
It's not on the table anymore.
Bro,
damn.
so then I make it through the tryouts and shit. We actually had a real good team. We had Bryson Fonville at our point guard. He went to go play in the G League. Yeah, he was a bucket. And then we had another like power forward named Corey Sanford, and he actually transferred because he had like a personal situation, but he was tough too. So after the tryouts, I actually hurt my hamstring again. Yeah, I hurt the same hamstring actually.
It's cool, bro. I know that.
Shout out Lonnie, bro. That hamstring still not the same, bro.
Still not the same.
So I hurt my hamstring like probably practice. It was early, like probably practice 10. Our scrimmage wasn't until like 2 weeks. So I recovered for like a week. Came back and Coach Howes like threw me in the starting lineup. Like people was sick, bro.
Shit took off from there.
Like, it be like that.
Yeah.
Just threw me in. And he didn't tell me nothing. Like I thought I was coming back. I had to like work my way in.
Right.
Bro, threw me in. The first scrimmage I had like 25.
Yep, there it is.
Yeah, 25.
Everybody who was upset at why you did it,
Yeah.
you did that, he was like,
And then the first real game, we played Davidson, Steph Curry alma mater.
wow.
And I had 21. But remember, I was just telling you about that anxiety I get before the games, bro. Imagine my first game I'm playing against Davidson, bro.
Yeah, that's a lot. Bro was in the back room.
Like niggas was shaking before the games, bro. And like obviously, you know the stigma and shit like that. I never like let it show. Like I just kept it to myself. But bro, like niggas was shaking before the game, bro. And then my first shot actually airballed. I airballed a 3.
I'm
yeah,
good.
like,
Pretty sure Kobe Bryant did that too.
What you mean?
Did he even like airball his first shot or
Yeah.
something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Yeah.
It's the warm up. It's the fresh
Gotta
off.
shake the nerves off.
You guys see how far the rim is.
See what the wind like in that gym. That's all.
And then I go on lead the team in scoring. I was like right in front of Bryson. Bryson was more a traditional point guard anyway. And then fast forward to my sophomore year, and then I scored my first 1,000 point. It came towards the end of the season, so I scored 1,000 in 2 years.
Question:
then,
can we stop there for a second?
What's good?
What did you have to average to get 1,000 points in 2 years?
So my freshman year, I averaged like I think 18, and then my sophomore year, I averaged 20.1.
So, was balling.
Yeah.
And how many games are in a season?
It's around 30-ish, especially if when you make the playoffs.
If you make it that long, yeah.
Okay.
It's
Like,
like
what's the regular season?
It's probably
like 24.
24-ish.
Yeah, 24,
wow.
25.
Solid work. Okay.
But yeah, that came like the 1,000 point came like towards the end. We were in conference, so it was probably like February, January. Yeah, we was already in conference.
That's still tough, bro.
That's crazy, bro.
A stack in 2 years.
Stack in 2 years.
Freshman, sophomore. We're not talking about junior, senior year.
Yeah,
you might
like,
have not played the first 2 years. We're talking about
like
freshman,
you came in the
sophomore year.
game, like yeah.
That's a basket. That's tough.
Yeah.
And then we were for our division, we were rated 4th going into my sophomore year. We were 4th in the nation. Bro, it was like that was kind of wild too. It was actually we was getting like press, like the news cameras was like coming to practice and shit like that. So that was pretty straight. I was actually on the news a few times too down there, just from just from Catholic, like the name and shit like that. So yeah, junior year going for it. Oh, and then we went to my sophomore year. We went to the tournament, but we actually lost in the first round at home, bro.
Yikes.
To Endicott. We got upset. We had like I think we were number 1 seed in our bracket. And we lost to Endicott, bro. They came out scorching. They had this left-handed point guard. He was straight.
That's wild.
So then fast forward junior year, we lost Bryson, we lost Corey. He transferred. Bryson graduated. He went to play G League. So it was basically kind of just me, and we kind of fell off a little bit.
Right.
We still made the playoffs, I believe, but I think we like lost first round or something like that. And then senior year, that's when I really snapped. I'll start averaging like 24 or 23 points something, and then that's when I scored my 2K, and
That's tough.
that's when I broke the record. I'm 3rd all time in my school, and then 1st in the Landmark Conference.
Bro, what year were you a senior? What year was it? We came to DC.
Yeah.
We had a game, and I think it was me, Mike Tag,
Yeah.
Mark, I think was there.
Yep. Bees was there too.
I think my mom was up there too.
Yeah, I came out there one time. Yeah,
Nah,
so you
Bees
show
wasn't
love.
No. Bees was there. No, Bees was there. Definitely there.
He came the night. I think he came that night.
Did he come that night?
Yeah.
All right. So
wait,
here's what I remember.
Yeah, I came with Mark and Chet. Yeah.
Here's what I remember. I don't know if this is the same time, bro.
Mm-hmm.
This is the night where we were all singing in the Drake joint at the crib on Snapchat. Remember?
Yeah.
And then Bees was there that night.
Oh no, it was a different night.
I know Bees
wasn't.
went. Yeah, Bees definitely went, but it wasn't that time.
It wasn't that time.
But we go up there one time for a game, and obviously like we want to party after.
Right.
Yeah.
And Jay was like, if we lose, we're out, so we're partying, and if we win, we're partying.
Right.
So like, he's like, no matter the outcome,
it was
like,
actually it was
yeah.
the last 3 games of the season, and we needed all 3 games to win.
Yeah, and I guess this was like one of the.
Get in
Was
the
this the last
playoffs.
one, or is this one of the last ones?
This was actually the last one. Yeah, this was the one. This was versus Moravian at home.
Correct. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Because
So
Lil was playing too.
yeah, bro.
Yeah.
First of all, the gym was
Yeah.
jumping because Maldy was in there snapping.
Yeah.
I don't know what's the boy name that he be with.
Kenzie.
Kenzie. They was in there just having everybody lit. So
Yeah.
he was lit in there. Bro. So at this point, Jay I think you clearly already had 2 stacks. So I'm like,
Yeah.
he's clearly the best player on the team. Like,
Right.
Bro, it comes down to the wire, bro, and it's like 3 seconds left on the
Yeah.
clock. And like
Right.
I don't know if y'all are down 1 or like
Yeah, we were
You're
down.
down,
We were
yeah,
down
yeah.
2.
you were down 2. That's exactly you were down
Yeah.
2. So in my head, I'm like, okay, Jay is not a crazy 3-point shooter,
Yeah.
so you got to give him the ball going to the rim and like he's going to finish. You feel what I'm saying? Like we're going to overtime,
Yeah.
if not like an and 1. But I'm like at the cup. I'm seeing
Right.
it happen at the cup,
Right.
bro. They run this play, bro.
Yeah.
And obviously, like everybody's looking at you. Like
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? You come, you're like kind of like on the sideline.
Yeah.
You set a screen. No, you get the ball and then
Handoff.
you do a handoff
Yeah.
to this like weird.
Jimmy.
No offense, this weird looking white kid who obviously
Yeah.
sealed the game. Like
Facts.
sealed the game. He comes around the curl and puts up the 3, and I'm like, but like you wanted to go in obviously. 'Cause you're like,
Yeah.
like if you miss, bro,
Yeah, it was
Jay,
a
you should
wrap.
have shot the fucking
Yeah.
ball. You feel me? Like, you feel me? Bro, he does his handoff, bro, and like just watching it in slow motion, you're like, nah, you're not giving the ball up. Like, what are you doing, bro? So he comes around the screen, catches the ball, bro, and just smacks the 3, bro. And the gym just went crazy, and I was like, bro, we are getting fucked up,
Bro,
Yeah.
y'all stormed on the
and
court
we stormed
too.
the court. Yeah, everybody stormed the court. Yeah,
That's
hell yeah.
fire.
Yeah.
That shit was fun as hell.
That shit was wild.
He had to make that though.
Yeah, bro.
He had to make that.
So fun fact about Jimmy,
and this is the game
led
to determine like them moving
yeah,
forward.
going to the
Like,
playoffs.
Why is he shooting the
Word,
ball?
word.
But fun fact
Yeah.
about Jimmy, bro, he led all divisions in 3-point percentage, bro.
Oh, so that shit was
Like,
cash.
Yeah, he led like all. He was shooting like 56%.
Damn.
Obviously, you needed
Damn.
like
Yeah.
the attempts.
Yeah.
Yeah, like based off like his attempts, yeah, he was leading like all.
Oh, he was
divisions,
smacking
bro.
shit.
Yeah.
That was a quality shot.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
that
said
was a
everybody
quality
looking
shot. I
at
was
Jay.
like-
Come on.
Which I'm sure the other team was too. I'm sure, which made
Facts,
sense
facts.
to
Yeah.
somebody else. But I was just like,
Yeah.
this motherfucker.
That's fire.
Yeah, that shit was lit. That shit was lit. All right, man. God damn it. Talking about on this fucking
Hoops.
other shit. Yeah. So obviously you had a very prosperous career at Catholic. Then all great things come to an end, right? You graduate, and then what did you graduate? What was your degree in when you graduated?
Business management.
Business management. Okay.
Yeah.
So you graduate business management. Do you know immediately what your next step is?
I was just trying to play overseas somewhere. Yeah, just trying to play somewhere.
But that was the main focus, though. Like I want to play
Yeah.
basketball. Okay.
Yeah, that was the main focus. I didn't want to play. I didn't want to go to like a country where one, they didn't make a lot of money, and 2, like you wouldn't get like exposure or anything like that. But if people kept saying like that's probably the one where that's probably is what you're gonna have to start at, like where you're gonna start at, to like work your way up. But also with going back to Coach House, he said he had all these connections and all that. And I'm like, all right, it sounds sweet when I'm in college. Bro, he used to tell me before certain games that weren't really like a live, like broadcast, and like it wasn't really against a live opponent, he would be like, yo, you can, you don't have to like play outside. Like you can play inside. Nobody going to see this. Like basically not set me up. Because obviously on the next level, I'm going to have to play outside the majority of the time.
Word.
So the way he was using me wasn't setting me up for future success, one. So when we would send my tape out to a lot of overseas, like whatever, recruiters, they were like, well, you can't, like we see a lot of inside play, but can you play outside? Like you 6'4", you going to be playing guard. Can you play guard? So that was like the main question. So I would have to go to try out somewhere, and most of the places that Coach Childs was sending me to try out cost money, bro. Like, he was sending me somewhere overseas where you stay on like a campus like place, and you stay for like a month, but it costs like $2,500 to stay, bro. And like people come and watch, like recruiters come and watch and all that. But that was my main focus. It didn't work out, and y'all see where I'm at now. So
This Side of Jersey podcast, the #1 podcast in the world, is brought to you by the Puddin' Palace. Now, we have had the luxury and the honor of seeing this business grow from a small venture out of Miranda's kitchen to a full storefront located at 211 West Clinton Avenue in Oakland, New Jersey. Now, I know exactly what you're thinking, right? My mom makes pudding. I love it. My grandma makes it. Why would I ever abandon that? Listen, I'm going to tell you exactly why you would abandon that. Okay? This is exactly why. This is not normal pudding, ladies and gentlemen. The flavors are unreal. They have regular banana. They have birthday cake. They have cinnamon toast crunch, Dunkaroo, cookie madness, strawberry lemonade. The list goes on. My personal favorite, thanks for asking, is the strawberry shortcake. It comes with the crumbs. It's the real deal. All right? It is the real deal. They have full-size pans. They have personal size servings. They have gift boxes. You cannot go wrong. All right, so make your way to the Puddin' Palace, again located at 211 West Clinton Avenue in Oakland, New Jersey. Also on the website at www.thepuddinpalace.com. It is pudding with no G at the end. So again, that's www.thepuddinpalace.com.
yeah.
Well, I want to talk about that because so like at some point you put basketball on the back burner for some point,
yeah,
and then you transition to what is now you're in the Army,
right?
So what was that transition like when you started to when the Army started becoming more like the career you were taking rather than basketball? Like, talk about that transition.
Yeah, so the military in general was always like kind of in my mind, like as a backup plan. It's always something I kind of wanted to do. And when I made that decision, it was basically like I need to kind of get away. Basically, like I need to like leave the area. I need to see different things. I need to like better myself as a individual. Do something different. Like I played basketball my whole life. I was getting to a point where like, bro, I was working out so much. I wasn't working. I didn't have a job or anything. I was just working out, bro. I was getting to the point where I was like tired of it, bro. Like. It's got to be more to life than basketball. Like, but coming back to that, me joining the military opened my eyes that like I need basketball, bro. Like, it's been a part of me and it would never leave me. So I need to like come back to that in some way, shape, or form. That's where Beyond Limitation come in. But yeah, military was just kind of decision I made to like better myself as a person, trying to experience new things, bro. Yeah.
So can you talk about I guess like that first day in boot camp?
Yeah.
Talk about your first thoughts, and then kind of elaborate on being black in the military, and kind of talk about like your first experience when you first like dropped boots in
there. Yeah, for sure, bro. So that first day in boot camp, man. I was like, bro. I was like, I should have kept playing hoops, bro. Like, yo, what the fuck wrong with me, bro? Yo, they had my head bald. I had no facial hair, bro. I'm like, I don't even like myself right now. Like, I was writing. You said what?
So can you tell this story? So can you tell this story like when you got on the bus?
Yeah.
And like explain everything that happened.
Okay.
When they came on the bus and when they got you off the bus. All right?
I got you. Yo, bees know what's up, bro. But so yeah, bro. So I go to. You got to go to MEPS if you want to join the military, which I don't recommend. But if you want to join, you gotta go to MEPS, which is the military. What's it called? These are like military and entrance processing or something like that.
Yeah, like the entry process.
So you at MEPS, you go to Fort Dix, which is our local MEPS.
Okay.
Which is right in, but probably I think
in Jersey, right?
Yeah, it's in, but it might not be near here. It's more near like like Central Jersey,
like Blackwood, like Blackwood somewhere.
Yeah.
Well, no, not Blackwood, like Pemberton and shit.
Yeah, like Pemberton. Yeah, it's right over there. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, you go there. This is after you talk to your recruiter about what you want to do.
Okay.
So you go there and then they do like the full body examination. They do all this. They drug test you. They do all this like military shit. You take the ASVAB there. You take the test. Once you leave there, you get your results. You get everything back. Make sure you're good and you're healthy enough to be in the military. So then you get your date for basic after that. You'll get that through your recruiter. Recruiters are like salesmen. They just are motivated by a lot of self-interest, bro. So, because they need a certain amount of people to go through per month, for them to basically stay as a recruiter.
Right.
So, you go, so you'll get your date for basic through them. Once you do that, you'll meet up. They'll put you in a hotel like the night before. You had to go to basic. They'll put you in a hotel. I went to the Marriott on 73. I went right there.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Cherry Hill, right?
Yeah, bro. Yeah. So I went over there. They bust you down. Once you wake up, dumb early, bro. Like 3, 4 in the morning. Like it's some old ass military vet. Like yo, hurry up.
Yeah.
Why y'all late? We about to come up to your room. Like I'm like, man, chill, bro. So they bust you to the airport after that, and then you'll get on a plane. And you be on your way, bro. I went to basic at Fort Benning in Georgia, and I landed right in Atlanta, bro. That's only like an hour from there. So once I landed, they had like all directions and shit. They had like people telling you where to go. So we met up with like everybody else that was down there, and I remember it was the people that are in charge of you at basic are called drill sergeants.
Okay.
And they wear these like big ass round hats, and they just look intimidating. They just look like very intimidating. Yeah. So you meet them, and we met them in like a room at the airport. And the boy, it was some like African boy that was the drill sergeant there, and he was like eating Popeyes and shit. Bro, he was just like clowning on people, like drawing on people, bro. So we all scared as shit, like nobody know what the fuck going on. So then after that, we was waiting for the bus. After that, we got on the bus, and then this is where we going to Fort Benning. Like, this is where you're going. Like, ain't no turning back now.
This is it. This is it.
So we on the bus going to Fort Benning, and I'm like calling everybody, texting everybody, like, yo, I'm about to be in this shit.
About to be in this
bitch. Phone, bro, we stop at the like the place you go in. It's like an auditorium kind of set up. We stopped there, and it's the drill sergeants get on the bus, bro, and they just start screaming like, get the fuck off the bus. Like they give you these directions, but they give it to you fast as hell. Like you got paperwork and shit. You know? So they give you these directions like, yo, when you get off, you gotta get your paperwork here, you gotta do this, you gotta do that, and then go in here, and then empty out all your bags and like fast as shit.
Super extra.
Yeah, bro. Like because they know they want you to fuck up. They want you to like transform you from the jump. Like they want you to show. They want to show you how it is. Like you in the military now.
Word.
So they start screaming on the bus, telling everybody what to do. Everybody started falling off the bus, and they like line up, go to the position of attention, like, and they show you first, and then but they show you real quick. Like, they show you the position of attention and, like, parade rest and all that. So they, like, when I say this, you going to go to position of attention. When I say this, you can go to parade rest. But they doing, like, dumb fast. Yeah. So, obviously, people going to fuck it up. As soon as they fuck it up, they, bro, on their head, bro.
Yo, this shit sound like a movie, bro.
Dead ass, though.
Bro, they was on their head, bro. So, people was getting screamed at. They was making people do push-ups, like, bro.
How were you with the retention? Were you able to?
I was straight.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was straight. I was like, bro, I was straight. I ain't getting fucked with. Like I was straight. I was trying not to get fucked with.
Fucked up out here. Yeah, y'all got me fucked up out here. This hot ass.
I was straight. So after that, we started following into like the auditorium, and they tell us to put our paperwork in a certain order now. So that's before we start getting in line. So the first board, I remember this vividly, bro. The first board, and it's late as shit too, by the way. It's like midnight probably.
Okay.
Or after. So it was like late as hell, dark. But it's in April, so it's not really that cold in Georgia. But it did get cold. But so the first bull opened up his the drill sergeant opened up his envelope, and it wasn't in the right order. He just tossed that shit, bro. Bro, he tossed this shit, bro. The second bull, he opened that shit up, he slammed it. I'm like, bro, what the fuck?
Bro chose violence.
Yes.
He was ready to fuck with all y'all.
Tossed that shit. Papers.
And yours was good.
Yeah, mine was straight, bro. Bro, I was.
Jay said, I'm not fucking up in here.
So
bro. And they'll throw your personal belongings out too, bro.
Facts, B. That's what I was about to get to. So we going, and we got all our bags. We still got all our bags, like what they told you to bring. Yeah. Like it's minimum shit, but it's like minimum shit, but it's like a carry-on bag at least. So I'm going in, and this is where they tell you to empty out all like the what's it called, B's? Like in basic, when you supposed to, it's some shit that you're not supposed to have.
It's like the contraband.
Yeah, the
shit
contraband.
Like that.
Yeah.
So,
bro, oh my God. So they like show you on it. So they sit you all down and you can't talk. Like you can't talk, bro. So it's gonna get bad, bro.
You can't talk, bro.
It's gonna get bad. Like them niggas is like walking around, like looking at niggas crazy. So they sit you down, you got your bag and shit, you got your paperwork. And they show you on the screen, they like, yo, this is contraband. This is what you cannot have. You will not bring this in or else, basically. Yeah. Bro. All right, first of all, niggas was throwing out everything. Like, we ain't even know what the fuck. Like, they show that shit real quick. And then it's all like, yeah. And we like, all right, what the fuck? Like, what we not supposed to have? Then we forget. Like, we in here intimidating and shit.
Brody throw it away too, big shit. They ready to make me throw away. They ready to make me do those push-ups.
So we throwing away everything, and then they like, yo, y'all sure y'all throw away everything, bro? Like, y'all make sure. So people like going back, like going back in the little, they give you like a little room. It's like a little ass like closet looking thing, and then it's like a trash can in there.
Okay.
And then you just throw everything in there, bro.
Man.
So they take us out once we dump everything. They take us out, and then they take us up to where we staying at, and bro. They just took our bags. We didn't know what the fuck. Like, like now that I know about it, bro. They didn't even check the bags, bro. Like they didn't check the bags. Yeah.
They just made you throw it away.
Yeah, they just made you throw it away. Like they didn't check. Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Like, they play off a spirit
from this side.
This shit is a whole mind game from the jump.
Fact. So they go up and then they show us our rooms, and they show us how like the bed is supposed to be made. Like they show us like. Bro, and let me mind you, it's probably like 3:30 in the morning. Cause then I think it was probably like 3:30 in the morning. They showing you all this shit, like how the beds getting made and all that. And then they say, all right, wake up is at 4.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, bro.
No
yeah.
No sleep.
What? Yeah. Yo, that's
They said wake up is at 4, bro.
And y'all just got off a plane.
Bro, yes.
You better be in formation,
too. Yeah, you better be down there.
Got off a plane, been yelled at, had to throw all your shit out.
Yeah.
Learn how to remake a bed, and now you want me to be up in 30 minutes, nigga? No,
bro. I remember this one boy that I was cool with, bro. He was like, it was some nigga, like, bro, he was not having it. He just went to sleep. Like, he didn't make his bed or nothing, bro. They came in the next morning. He wasn't up. Like they turned the lights out probably like 20 minutes after we got in the room. So like 3:50. Mm-hmm. They was coming back in at 4.
Yeah, nah.
So 10 minutes later, they flicked the lights on. It's bright as shit now. Boy was asleep and he didn't wake up. So the drill sergeant started screaming at him, bro. Like it was bad, bro. That was just a bad. Like I just felt bad.
He probably was like, "I'll take 10 minutes of torture for this sleep right here, yo.
I need these 10 minutes."
Like, bro, they was right at him. So yeah, that was.
So when you was in there, hold on, go ahead, my bad.
Go ahead. You straight.
Go ahead. I was gonna say. So when you was in there through like the first couple weeks, I know getting to know like the platoon and you know talking with your drill sergeants and shit like that. Did you feel you were treated different at all because you was black? And then I know also too at Fort Benning, like that's the good old boys where they be at. Yeah. So it's usually like more the white boys and shit like that. So
So actually, bro, I definitely want to talk about that. So when I got to when I got the bidding, so actually when I was at the in processing, basically the same place I was talking about that. So you're here until you go to actual where you actually going to be at in Fort Benning. So you be in processing for like a week or something like that. So and then your real drill sergeants like come pick you up and they take you to where like your company is actually at. So, but before I went there, it wasn't a drill sergeant. He was just kind of like an instructor there. But he was a black dude and he'd been in the Army for a minute. And he sat everybody down. Like it was one day we were just chilling. Everybody was like on these bleachers, and he was like, "Yo, where all my black soldiers at?" And like all the black soldiers kind of like stand up or whatever. And he was like, "Yo, y'all gonna go through like the tough, like you always got to prove yourself. Like you always got to. It's still like it's not gonna be equal. Like
is he saying this in front of the other white soldiers?
He's saying this in front of everybody, bro. Yeah. Tough. And he said, "Yo, like." I know, and he was like, "Yo, I know I got some racist boys in the crowd right now." Basically, like, he was a real one.
Okay.
So,
I'm fuckable. Wherever you at, yeah.
Can you say that?
I don't even know his name.
Yeah,
shout out him.
Yeah, bro, because that shit get real in there, man. That shit get real in there. Like, no bullshit, bro. Like, I remember, like, because you were talking about in process, and like, this was like my first day in. And I remember we got off the bus, they just gave us a can of damn fruit and some water to eat. And I remember they was like, like wake up is at like 4:30, and nigga, it was already like 2:00 in the morning.
Yeah.
But you know, like in shower time and shit like that, right? So fucking the drill sergeant bit, bro. So I'm like, all right, whatever, you feel me? So like everybody had like their bunk mates and shit. And I remember, bro, like everything kind of gets segregated, like white boys show to white boys, Spanish boys show to Spanish boys, and then blacks is usually like West Coast blacks chill with West Coast blacks, down south blacks, and then it's East Coast blacks, what they call us up north or whatever. Bro, it was only me and this other up north nigga, bro. And I remember like when the drill sergeant left, you know how the white boys be in there, like they played them touching games and whatnot, and it was open showers and shit. So I was like, oh hell no, because like soon as the drill sergeant left, it was like, oh yeah, shower time, and then they started laughing and whatnot. So I was like, yep. I got the top of my old fucking the little can of fruit. Yeah. Took the top of piece off of that shit. Took my shoestring, tied that thing around my waist, and I already knew what type of time it was, bro. Like yeah, they be wilding, bro.
Wilding. Like, that's straight facts, bro. It's like also B's too. It was one of when I was still at the in processing, please. I think it was 44th AG they called it. One of the white drill sergeants was like talking to us about the N-word, bro. A white drill sergeant. He was like, yo, this was probably like the second day. This is probably the day we woke up, like basically with no sleep. And he was like, yo, I don't want to hear nobody using the N-word. I got the black, he was basically talking about the black drill sergeant. He been my friend for this amount of years, and if he tells me that's not like proper usage of like dialect or whatever, then y'all shouldn't be using it either. I'm like, bro,
he's telling black people not to say it to each other.
He's telling this in front of everybody.
Yeah, that's how it is.
He's telling this in front of everybody. He was like, I don't want to hear the use of the N-word. That, bro, right there. That's when I was like, yo, how do I quit, bro? Like, how do I quit?
Well, actually,
bro,
hey, yo, it's funny as hell too.
Yeah,
bro, because like that was the other conversation on like that was like the second day, but this is kind of like when like you meet up with everybody else. And I remember like I got my first counseling because they was like it was like a Sunday, bro, and they was like, yeah, y'all gotta go outside and cut the grass. So we like, all right, you feel me? Like we looking for like the lawnmower and shit, and they was like, nah, y'all gonna cut this grass by picking it, and it better be even.
Oh,
so
no.
Wait, what did he say?
So, yeah, bro.
No,
the drill sergeant was like, nah, y'all gotta cut the grass with your fingers, and it better be even. But he wasn't just talking to the black people; he was talking to everybody. Oh, all right. So,
he was racist.
So like in my head, bro, we all looking around like, bro, what type of bullshit is this? Like we thought we joined the army, not the slave shit.
Yeah.
So the first counseling, bro, and the counseling is like a write up.
Facts.
So it was probably like me and like 3-4 other people, bro, and we started singing slave songs, bro. Cause I'm like, yeah, I'm not about to be taking this grass up with my fingers.
Bro,
Drill sergeant came over and was like, yeah, y'all out here singing slave songs. Y'all think this a joke? Yeah, bro. Niggas dumb shit all the time.
It's dumb as hell, bro. Like Like shit is dumb as hell. He was talking to us about that, and then yeah, bro. So back to what you asked me. So when I went to like my actual company to train for basic training, so they ain't really fucking with me because I was like good at like I was in shape and I was like good at PT and shit like that. So I never really got fucked with like that. But I can see how they was fucking with like the other black soldiers, like that weren't
as
and it was. I remember it was this one bull I had. Like we met at like the in processing joint, and we stayed friends. We went to the same like company, like basic company, and then we stayed friends. But he ended up quitting. It was like this one obstacle course. It was probably like week 2 of like actual basic, and it had water. Like you had to like cross some shit, or you had to like build. It was like a team building exercise. So you work with your team and you like do different shit to like cross a river basically. But it wasn't like an actual river. It was like just a pond or whatever. So he was scared. Like he was like scared of the water, bro. Like he didn't want to like he didn't want to touch it basically. So the drills like made him like get in, bro. Like they was like fucking with him, talking about like he better get in. Like basically like pushing this nigga to get in. So they like pushed him in and he came out like soaking wet, bro. He was just like shivering the whole time and shit like that. Like they was just fucking with him so bad, bro. I just felt so bad for him.
Yeah, some crazy like childhood or some shit like that.
Facts.
That's how it be though. Yeah.
And then he ended up quitting.
Wait, can I just say that?
Yeah.
Can I just say like, it's crazy that like people can have these rational fears that like truly are like scarring to them, and then like you're not accepted here if you don't have that. Like if you like if you can't bounce that in the next like 5 minutes,
you gotta go.
Like this is not for you. And that's kind of nuts.
The wild part is too, like when we first got there, or when we first got to the actual basic, like day 1 is considered like a shark attack. So like all the drill sergeants, they like gather around and they just constantly like fuck with you, like constantly, bro. So they making us do all this crazy shit. Like as soon as we get off the bus, like making us do all this crazy shit. Now this is like the second bus I take. This isn't a bus going to vending. Okay. This is so like when the first bus I was talking about, that was like the in processing stage. You stay there for like a week, and then you take another bus to go to like your actual company, which is not far. It's like 5 minutes down the road or whatever. So you still got all your bags on that bus too. So they make you take your bags, like throw them all into the pile, and then you got like 30 seconds to find your bag. It's like 300 people, bro. Like 200 people. Yeah, like 300 bags out there, and they like find your bag. You got 30 seconds. Damn. Obviously nobody find their bag. So then they making you do all like push-ups, sit up, whatever, bro, like everything. So this is the first day. This is shark attack. This is called the shark attack. So yeah, bro, that same bull, I remember he like fell out. He like passed the fuck out and shit. It was just bad, bro. Bad, bro.
He was just fucking with buddy since the beginning.
Yeah. And then a part like, which is also fucked up. So the first 2-3 weeks is called red phase, and basically here they say they told people like you're obligated to quit whenever you want. Like if you don't feel this is right for you, you
are able to just be like fucking them out.
Yeah, whenever. You can be like fucking them out.
And if you all empty bunks at the end of basic training too, compared to when you first get in there.
Yeah, bro. So they told people in red phase, it was like, nah, y'all not quitting. Like we not letting y'all quit. It was like 2 people the second day that came down there and was like, yo, I'm done with this shit. Like, I'm trying to quit. They was like, hell no.
Nah. Neggy.
So then, like, all right, so this is what I mean. So the problem, all right, can we stop, pause for a second? I feel like maybe I'm like an absolutist. And I'm just like, I don't see. All right, so for example, how do you not let me leave? Like, what does that look like? So, all right, so I say I don't want to do it. You're like, I'm leaving. You're like, no, you're not. Okay, well, I'm not doing this shit. Yes, you are. No, I'm not. So like, are you gonna shoot me? Like, what? Like, what's the punishment if you?
Nah,
like, what does that mean to not let you leave? Like, how do you like?
How are you? Like, you got on a bus to get there. Yeah. You got to figure out how you getting out there, getting on a bus. You know what I mean? You probably don't have no phone. Like,
so you're gonna rob me of my belongings, basically.
Yes.
Yeah, they got everything. Like, they got your bags and they got our phones. Like, it's so you don't got nothing.
Where you going? You gonna go sit on an empty ass bus?
Up.
Like,
nah, man, we gotta find a loophole in that
y'all
contract.
Gotta get the fuck out of here.
We gotta find a loophole. We gotta figure that out. We gotta start a union for players.
In the contract, it says up your first 6 months of whatever, like your first 6 months in the military, you can quit. like you're obligated to quit, bro,
Mm.
without any like repercussions.
So 6 months.
6 months.
After that,
you can like literally walk away. Yeah, after that you're
in that bitch.
After that,
I guess you would then be like dishonorably discharged, and that would be on your record. And then,
Yep.
So I have a
Yep.
question. So since we're just in the military thing, and I'm just like I know nothing.
Yeah.
What is if you're dishonorably discharged, right? What does that do to your record in terms of outside of the Army?
So they
is it like on your credit report or like your criminal record, like
no,
dishonorably discharged?
It will be on your like if you try to, it will mainly affect you with other government jobs. Like if you try to apply for a government job and they run like a background check, it's going to pop up.
Okay.
So
they're not gonna fuck with you.
Yeah, no like company that like runs a background check is not going to fuck with you.
You were dishonorably discharged.
Because dishonorable discharge is like you got to commit a crime. Like you got to like commit an assault. Like people get dishonorable discharge for like Grand Theft Auto, being like raping someone.
So
like,
so what if you got dishonorably discharged for like being disobedient and saying like I'm not?
No, that wouldn't be dishonorable. It would be a general. It would probably be other than honorable, which is like a general discharge, which still doesn't look good though. On if you
just any discharge doesn't look good. So but that's not fair though, because obviously the stakes are so much higher. Like this is normal like fucking like compliance right here in like normal world, right? Like don't cross this line, you won't go to jail, or like we won't fuck with your credit report. Then it's like the military is up here, so if I fell short, but I'm still like here, y'all gonna look at that and be like, oh, you fell short, so now you can't get a mortgage or some shit, or like whatever.
Bro, it don't matter.
Like that's crazy.
And then you lose your benefits too, like you will lose your like VA loan, like
bro,
GI
like
bill.
bro, one of my sergeants, he was in for 12 years, bro. And he was about to retire. He got one DUI. He was one of the best sergeants I ever had, bro. He got one DUI. Bro got kicked out.
Damn.
Like they don't be playing that shit, bro. He deployed. He deployed, caught bodies for his country, all types of shit, lost all his benefits and everything.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's crazy, bro. It's crazy mentally. Like you gotta be different, like mentally to deal with it. Especially black too, being black in that shit. Bro.
Yeah.
Like niggas. This shit mentally draining, bro.
So can I want to ask a question. You talked about being black in the Army, right? So like, what's something that you went in with, or like a connotation that you went in with, that once you got in and saw a certain thing or like whatever, you were like, like you know what I mean? Like, is there anything that you saw?
Yeah. So basically, what I was telling y'all before about the N-word shit, what Bees was talking about the showers, bro. The first week they give us like seconds to shower, and then the white boys and shit, they all in there like fucking around and shit. I'm like, bro, what y'all doing? Y'all on that weird shit? Like y'all on some weird shit, bro. So
blade on you, bro. Yeah, bro, keep that blade on you.
Shit, bro.
Bro, yeah.
And it's open showers too, bro. Like it's fucking prison showers too, and them boys be in there clean.
Everybody's in there butt naked and showering.
Bro, I'll be in there 2 a.m, nobody up. All right.
Jay like, all right, let me go get my nigga real fast.
But yeah, that bro, just shit I seen, like, bro, like if I wasn't so if I didn't have like the reason why I didn't quit was because I didn't want to come back to like y'all, or like come back to my family and be like, bro, like I quit. Like I didn't want to say that. Like,
hey man,
that was the only reason.
Yeah, same here, bro.
Bees, bro.
Shit,
like
same here.
Yeah, like the
bro.
shit I was supposed to do. Like I got recruited for all this like specialized training and shit, bro. Bro, as soon as I seen what type time they was really on, I was like, fuck it, I'm not doing it.
Wow.
I'll go back to a regular unit, just chill and get out. Like, bro, like this shit. And I'll talk to you that off camera about that shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just certain shit. Like I remember we had this African boy. He was like straight from Africa. Like he had a thick ass accent and all that. He was in my basic, and we had this like British guy that was like fucking with him, like fucking with him, bro.
Fucking with him, like liking him, or fucking with him, like like messing with him,
like messing with him,
okay.
like just weird, like weird shit, like, and I basically like stepped in and said something. I'm like, yo, like what's up, like why you acting like that? So, bro, them boys was trying to fight me, bro, like
wow.
But it was more so they was kind of envious of, because I was like from the jump, like the drill sergeants like fuck with me. That's why I didn't really get fucked with. Like I didn't get fucked with at all, bro. Because I was just good and I was in shape. Like if you're in shape and you're good, you're like one of the good ones, bro. Like,
they don't really care what you do.
Like you're one of the good ones. And then I was put in a position of power. Like they put me as like the squad leader or the platoon sergeant or something like that.
Yeah.
So, and then I had a degree and shit like that too.
Oh, so you was just like, they was just hating on you. Okay.
They was looking, the drill sergeants were looking up people like Facebook. So like they seen like my basketball shit. Like they was like really fucking with me. So that's another thing I would like to get into maybe later. But it was so I didn't really get fucked with, but they were like envious of me, and then they were trying to like fuck with me, like trying to get me to do something confrontational,
like or some shit.
and like trying to get me to fight them or something, so I would get in trouble. And it just never,
it's
bro, because
they
like 19, 20, bro, like 18.
Like young boys.
Yeah, and like when I would step to them, they'd be like, "Oh, you going like you 25, like you, or 20? I was 23 at the time. You 23? Oh, you gonna really hit me? Like you gonna fight a younger kid basically and shit like that?"
Whoop your ass right now.
It was the military said we all men in here, so
I'll whoop your ass.
It was this one white boy. He was cool. He was like cool as hell, bro. But he was from Oklahoma. He was 19. He was doing the Oklahoma National Guard. So he was just gonna go National Guard. You just go home. You kind of like going like every weekend or 1 weekend per month.
Okay.
So he was just, if you in a National Guard in basic, you just go home right after, and then you report, like you have a report day or whatever. So he was in Oklahoma National Guard, but he was in Oklahoma. He was like from the like white ass rural town. He had like one black person in his school. He was telling me this, but he was like straight cool. Like he said, so this is probably like midway through basic. He said when he first got to basic, he never seen that many black people ever. And he was like scared, he said. Like this is him telling me straight up. Like he said he was scared. He said his dad had his granddad's KKK mask in a case, bro.
Yikes.
Like a case. It's in their crib. And he was like, his parents always told him to like never hang out with any black people. Like they was like, you better not have a black girlfriend at all. Like, or hang out with any black people. He said it was like 3 black people in his school. And he would always find ways to like hang out with them because he knew that wasn't right. So him like we had like a discussion about that shit, like, and that kind of opened my eyes, bro. Because I'm like, bro, a KKK mask, bro,
in a case,
bro. I've never seen one of them.
Shrine.
He said his dad like has it in a case in their house, like a
fucking trophy.
Case. Yeah,
shit.
I'm like. This shit is different. And the only reason why I didn't quit, bro, is because I didn't want to come back and be like, yo, I quit.
Wow.
The only reason why, bro.
I don't, damn. I feel like that's like a personal thing that like, like nobody, like none of us would be able to tell you like, oh, we still would have loved you anyway, and you'd be like, oh yeah, I could have did it. Like, nah, that's something that I feel like you just have. You're like, I'm
right. Yeah, it's embarrassing, bro.
You know what I'm saying? But like, I commend you for that. You know what I'm saying? Cause I didn't go through that. Hearing what you're saying, bro, I'd have been like, yeah,
I'll catch y'all niggas later. Right?
I'm out
After the first day,
bro.
Once they hit that shit with the 4 a.m. and you gotta be up in 30 minutes, like, y'all niggas is high. I will catch y'all. No time around here. I'm going back home. Shit done up. Yeah, nah, that's some standard shit, man.
Are you able to say anything about your role in the military?
Yeah.
Because you do some wild shit.
Right. Yeah. So I'm a sniper. I'm in. I can tell you what base I'm in. I'm at Fort Bragg, which is a airborne base. So most of the soldiers there are airborne and they jump out of airplanes. So
yeah, you be jumping out of planes.
So
and
to
shit.
be clear, you jump out of airplanes.
Yeah, jump out of airplanes. So after basic, I went to airborne school. And that was 3 weeks at Fort Benning, same place. It was a little further away from like the basic training companies. But yeah, bro, that was another experience on itself.
Oh boy, Jay, strong as hell, jumping out of planes. That's crazy.
So
that's really crazy.
Yeah. So can you just all right?
Yeah.
I don't know many people that jump out of planes. You feel me? Like, I don't know that many people that jump out of planes, bro. Yeah, so obviously I have some questions. Like, you feel me? Bro, what was the first time jumping out of a plane like, bro?
Bro, I couldn't
what?
even. if y'all thought when I said like I get bad basketball anxiety, bro, the first time I was feeling all right, I'll break it down for you. So the first 2 weeks of airborne school, you just learn how to like land basically,
right?
So you don't break your shit, like basically, so you don't break your
tear ACL or something.
So that's basically what you learn how to do the first 2 weeks, and then the last week you got to conduct 5 jumps, and 2 of them have to be nighttime. So nighttime, bro, you can't see shit. Like you're not seeing nothing. So the first jump was daytime though. It was daytime, and we call it we call it Hollywood or combat are the 2 type of jumps. And combat is obviously with like your weapon. You got your backpack, which we call a rucksack. That's like rigged up to the harness, and the harness is basically what obviously keeps you alive and keeps you pulls the parachute and shit. So Hollywood is without any combat equipment, so you just got your helmet. That's it. We love Hollywood jumps because like, you just go there like with a helmet. That's it, bro. You don't gotta go there, no rucksack,
no extra shit.
Yeah. So the first one was a Hollywood joint. Bro, I was on a C-17, which is a bigger plane. It's 2 types of planes to jump out of: C-17 and AC-130. The C-130 is like small as hell, and I'm a big person, so like it's just I hate a C-130. But I was on a C-17, my first one. I was on a 4th pass. So since it was everyone's first jump, they were only jumping 9 per pass. So like it was just going around, like circling around. Okay. The first pass was jump 9. And I was just watching people jump, and I'm like, bro, I'm really about to jump out of a damn airplane. Like, why did I do this? Why did I do this?
That's crazy.
Bro, like what the fuck? Like what made me make this decision? Like that was another time I was about to quit, bro. Yeah. Like, and if you quit in the airplane, you can't go back to airborne school. And they send you, I would have been like at another base somewhere, wherever the fuck.
Oh, they'd be like, oh, you can't do this, and they got you out of there.
You're needs to the army. You could be sent anywhere.
Yeah, because that's dangerous, bro.
Yeah. If you quit up there, then you can't come back to airborne school, and they're sending you like
anywhere,
that's not wild. A non-airborne base. which it's just.
I think the only thing worse than being forced to jump out of a plane is being forced to jump out of a plane when the military is forcing you to do it. Like, you feel me?
Bro, fact. I can't even describe like how I was feeling, bro. I was like scared. Like I never felt like that, bro. Yeah, like at all. Like I felt like I had to throw up too. Like it was that bad.
So what was jumping like?
Yeah.
What was the actual jumping from the ledge?
So basically, I was like, yo. After I realized, I was like, all right, I gotta suck it up. I'm not gonna quit, bro. I'm not gonna quit.
Yes, sir. Yes,
so
sir.
I was like,
yes,
all right, fuck it. I'm just gonna do it. So when I actually did it, I was relieved because I'm like sitting there waiting, and it's like a small window on the back of a military plane. I'm looking out the window, like shit looks small as hell, bro. Like I'm high as shit. So we got this. So you're trained to jump out before you actually conduct the jump. So how you jump out, you go into, so it's not how y'all think like how y'all see like on TV like a free fall. It's not like that. Okay. It's not like you just jumping out like hey. Okay. Shit. Like you gotta hook. So they give you the command to like stand up and hook up. So you hook it's called a static line, and your static line is connected to your parachute. That's what pulls the parachute. You're not pulling anything. You have a reserve parachute in case
something goes wrong with that. Okay.
And then that's when you will pull your reserve set right here. But your static line, you hook it up to another static line that's on a plane, like a wire on a plane, and it doesn't move. And when you jump out, that it's like yellow static line. That static line is like they like rig it a certain way. We have riggers in the army. That rig parachutes.
It's probably like a certain length to where when you get there, it just like pulls off and the parachute pops.
And you gotta you're in the air for like a good 6 seconds. I remember I was telling y'all we gotta count to 6 seconds.
6 seconds.
Yeah, it was just free, kind of like free falling, but you're not like that. You're just like you gotta. They say jump. Maintain like a stiff body position, which is like head down.
Strong as shit, like
you gotta go up. You're supposed to like jump out, kind of like they say like 6 feet or something like that, but it's not. You just jump out, bro. Yeah. And then once you jump out, hopefully the static line opens your parachute, and then you look up and your shit is there.
Okay.
So what is free falling? Did you have to be like pushed off? You just jumped?
Nah, so when we hook up, we're like all in line. So like it's a big ass line. Whether it depends what number jumper you are. So you can be the first jumper, the last jumper, or somewhere in the middle. And we're all in line. So we're hooking up our static line and we're checking like the persons in front of us static line and shit like that. And we're like watching one by one. We're like going towards the back of the plane. You turn whichever door is 2 doors. Okay. So you can be on this side of the plane, you be on that side. So if I'm on this side of the plane, I'm jumping out. It will be the right door. I'm turning left and I'm handing my stack, like I'm holding my stack line like this, and I'm handing it off to the jump master, which is like a senior enlisted person who's been through jump master school. That's like eligible to like check people, make sure you good. So I'm handing it off to my stack line to him, and then I'm turning left and I'm just jumping. Yeah, I'm just jumping after that, and I'm like,
it's just like a one smooth motion, like boom.
Yep. Smooth, like you pivoting, almost like a basketball pivot. Like you hand that joint off and you pivoting left, and then you just jumping. And the plane, like you just like fly back, bro. Yeah, and then you gotta make sure like your shit open, because if not, you gotta pull your reserve.
So you're falling down. You're going downward.
I would say probably the first, like when you first jump out, you're going to get tossed, like the pressure from the plane is like toss you away from the motors.
Okay.
So you're gonna like fly, towards the back of the plane, and then you'll be falling for like a few seconds before your parachute.
So you get tossed first, and then you start going down.
Facts. Yeah.
Yo, this is nuts, bro. All right,
bro.
So all right. So you step off, you jump off, whatever.
Yeah.
How fast do you fly back? How long are you flying backwards until you start going down? It's like a quick thing. Like
it's like quick. Yeah, I think we can't jump. I think the plane can't be moving more than like 1,500 miles per hour for us to jump out, or something like that.
Niggas said that joke like that was a
1,500 miles per hour.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how long are you flying back again?
For
like the initial punch that throws you. Like how long is that?
It's just like a quick. It's like a quick kind of stage.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And then you start going down.
Yeah.
Okay. What does free falling, plummeting to earth feel like?
Yeah. So when bro, that's like the whole thing, really. Like jumping out now it's easy for me to just jump out, but like landing, bro, is like kind of rough because I'm a bigger human being and I fall faster, much faster than everyone else. So I'm hitting the ground pretty hard, especially when I have like combat equipment and all that. So I'll get into that. So when you got combat equipment, I told you have like your big backpack is rigged up to your harness.
Yeah.
And you have your weapon, which is in this thing called a Mod C. It's like a big case. It's like a case for a weapon. So you gotta you have tie downs in a way that you rig it to where you pull certain stuff and your combat, it's gonna fall right under you. Or like fall in the direction near you.
Yeah.
So sometimes you freak out and you just forget to pull everything and you land with your combat equipment and everything. So I did that.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I did that a few times. And you just land. So you're supposed to land feet and knees together and slightly bent. And you're not supposed to look at the ground because then you start like freaking out and like reaching for the ground. And that's how people get hurt. You're just supposed to look into the horizon, like just look straight. And then once you fall, you're supposed to fall on your side and swing your feet like in the opposite direction you're falling in. So it's supposed to be just like fluid, like you fall on your side. You're not supposed to like, as soon as the balls of your feet hit the ground, like you just fall to the side. Cause I landed sometimes kind of on my feet and I felt like tingly feelings and shit in my knees.
That's what I'm saying. Like at that speed, at your weight.
Yeah.
I feel like there's a very small window for error.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, am I speaking to the mic? I feel like at your speed, at your weight, at that speed, you have a very small window to get that right.
Yeah.
Like if you wait a half second too long to roll into your fall or some shit like that, like there go your kneecaps. You feel me?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, it's just like everything. It's like a way to do everything, and then like once you really doing it, it's like just do something where you say, bro.
Shout out to you, Jay.
Yo, man.
Yeah, bro. That's fucking crazy, bro.
Me too, and whoever else go through all this shit. Shout out to all parties involved.
Yeah,
that's a lot.
That is different.
Let's all the soldiers. So Jay, what do you think that you'll be doing if you was not inside the army right now?
Yeah, so if I was not, I would say I would want to be hooping, but if I wasn't hooping either, damn, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, bro. That's so. The
Where do you think that life would have took you?
Yeah, I never imagined myself doing anything other than like hooping or the military. But I would say if it wasn't any of those two, I would want to work something in like the something with like comic books and shit. Cause I'm a big comic book fan.
Wow. Oh, okay.
Yeah. That's tough.
Yeah, I'm a big comic book nerd, bro.
That's
like,
tough. You are 100%. Yeah, that's tough.
So I would definitely want to work something with that. Cause that shit is inspiring.
That's
bro.
fire.
I be inspired by them fictional ass characters,
bro. Inspiration is everywhere, bro. Inspiration is everywhere, bro. And the motherfuckers who wrote them shits, bro, like there's messages in them shits, bro. Yeah, you feel what I'm saying, bro? Like, yeah, bro.
Yeah, R.I.P. Stan Lee, bro.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Cool. For real, you are a Marvel. I know you are a Marvel person.
Yeah,
you're like very, very heavily into
big Marvel dude.
Yeah. Indeed. Yeah, shout out to Spider-Man 2 coming out. Yeah.
We say shout out Spider-Man 2 coming out,
bro. Doing free promos.
Yeah, that's Spider-Man.
So what, bro? So what's the end goal with the whole basketball thing? You know what I mean, whether it's, I mean, we talked about the beyond limitation thing. You know, you're doing your training with that. Like, what's the end goal overall with all that?
Yeah, bro. So the end goal, bro. So, is basically just to like what we were just talking about, like inspire people, bro. Like inspire kids, especially like getting trainers, coaches, any sort of occupation in that field. Like you have a direct impact on another human being's life and somebody that hasn't really reached their full potential, if you must say, or reach your age, something like that. So I think it's important to take what we learn in our lives, like especially with sports, because sports can get you through a lot. Sports is the reason I ain't quit the Army, bro. Like if I ain't have those lessons that I learned, bro, like if I ain't go through what I went through with sports, I wouldn't have been ready for basic training. Like I wouldn't have been ready to jump out of a fucking airplane, bro.
Shout out you.
Like I wouldn't have been ready to do any of the crazy shit, bro. So like, yeah, sports is always a good outlet for life lessons and inspiration, and people love good stories, bro.
Absolutely.
People love good stories.
Absolutely.
So you might not know, you might be a part of a good story. A kid that grew up one day and do something, bro. So
talk your shit, James. I love it, man. I love it. Word up.
Hey Jay, man, we are very excited for what you have in store. We're very proud of what you've done thus far.
Appreciate
I want to
it,
say
bro.
that too.
Yeah.
I want to say that too. We're very proud of what you've done thus far.
Yeah, most definitely, bro.
Absolutely.
Most definitely.
Appreciate
yeah, man. We want to thank you for being here, bro.
Yeah.
It's been amazing time, bro.
Really enjoyed it, bro. Appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely, bro. Before we head out, though,
Yeah.
you're not off the hook yet.
Okay.
We have a segment, a game that you have to play. This game is called Finish That Bar.
Okay.
Yes,
The
sir.
point of the game, sir, is we are going to play a song, and you have to jump in if you know the words as soon as possible.
Okay.
Last person to jump in loses.
Okay.
Okay? Let's do it.
Die for the shit, nigga.
I take your fucking life for this shit, nigga.
That's why you maniac rap niggas better know.
All right, y'all. It's This Side of Jersey podcast, y'all. Again, we are your hosts. I am Ugly Steven on all platforms.
Robinson03 _ all platforms.
Yeah. JCUA 22. My bad, peas.
Go ahead, Jay. Plug yourself, Jay. Plug yourself, Jay.
Come on, bees. I didn't even cut you off, bro.
Talk your shit, Jay. You good, Jay. Go ahead.
Well, yeah, JCUA 22 on Instagram, JPVI 22 on Twitter, bro. Feel me?
Indeed. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. And this is B's on everything. This is This Side of Jersey podcast, the best podcast out.
Yes, sir. Shout out Korean Tay _ behind the camera.
Always work.
Until next time, y'all.
Gang.
Yeah.